Hey everybody. So today I decided to take a walk around my town, and then I realized there was a whole section of the city, or the little town I live in, that I hadn't walked around yet. So I just followed this one road, and about 10 minutes later, here I am. No sign of life anywhere, just in the middle of the woods. And so my house is those distant mountains back there. My house is before those, but after these closer mountains. So it's in between in this little, I guess, valley kind of area. So it's kind of cool when you can walk literally 10 minutes from your house and it looks like you're in a barren, well, I guess not barren, but just trees everywhere and you're just in the wild. So that's kind of cool. Also, I'm not sure if you could hear it in the video, but the sounds around here, everything is silent, except you can hear a little bit of the river well, it's not really a river up here, it's just a stream that goes down to the main rivers. And then you can hear the snow from the trees just kind of falling every now and again. And so it almost sounds like they're animals, but it's all just the snow falling. And I'm pretty sure I've heard some small fluttering flying animals around here, but not too much. Everything is kind of lifeless and just a bunch of plants and trees and whatnot. So I'm now heading back down to the city, whatever city there is in Gujo, and I'll probably walk around there. If I see anything else interesting, then this video will continue. If not, we'll probably end it. Here's another thing that I encounter on this walk is the bamboo. And there are bamboo sprouts all over Japan, and so when maybe you've seen in other videos I've made, but there are just little areas of bamboo trees everywhere that are kind of cool, and I didn't see those back at home, so it's kind of neat to see. It's kind of a thin section of bamboo. In some places, even in here in the city, there's just like thick bamboo stalks everywhere, and so these ones, it's kind of thinned out, but this is kind of what you can see all around Japan. And here's some more over here. These ones are pretty big, but still just a few of them, so thought I'd point that out. So I'm about another 10-minute walk from my house and in a different direction now, and all of a sudden I found a Buddhist temple. My city has a lot of them, but I haven't seen this one before, so that's fun. A year and a half into my stay, and I'm still finding new temples in my own city. So this is a good example of what I was talking about earlier. There's lots of bamboo just everywhere. And so this is closer to what you see in a lot of places here in Japan, where there's just stalks and stalks of bamboo growing everywhere. The last place, there wasn't very many, but here, there's like this whole section of it. This is currently my number one favorite bridge in the whole city. Not because of the bridge itself is kind of whatever, but the view is amazing. You may have seen a picture of it elsewhere on my channel, but I love this view. It's probably one of my favorite views of the city. And then on the other side you can see the other part of the river. There's a waterfall like right there. So this view is much better. But I'm in the way, so you can't. I'll put the picture of the good view in this video because I'm in the way of this one, but you can kind of enjoy the wintry look, right? This is a picture of the view from the first time I crossed this bridge, and it was particularly beautiful on this day because the sun was shining down on the water and glistening. And so I think this was back in the early fall of 2016, but I walked across the bridge, looked over, and just saw this beautiful sight, took a picture, and ever since then, this has been my favorite bridge. So after crossing the bridge, I just ran a few errands, went to a couple stores, so there wasn't too much more interesting about my walk. But then I was walking back home, I heard loud yelling of children just down the street, so I went to go see what was going on. I ended up running into someone I'd met through these Japanese courses I took at the city hall 2 years ago and then last year as well. and she told me that there had been a volunteer activity where they made some mochi soup kind of food, and then they gave it to people. And so this is kind of the post-activity event where all the kids crowded underneath this little balcony here, and the adults threw candy down at them. And it was raining, hence why people are holding umbrellas. The candy wasn't, they were like bags of chips and stuff, so that they weren't hard candy that would give you a concussion if they hit you. So you don't need an umbrella for that, but it was raining, so it was kind of fun to see happen just randomly as you were walking home, but thought I'd throw that in here so you could enjoy it as well.